sophisticated. Welcome back to the world's rudest restaurants. Now, so far, we've been to Belle de Jour in Paris, where the maitre d's language was bluer than the steak tartare. And who can forget that charming taverna in Mykonos, where there was a lot more smashing up than just the plates. Now, this series is all about exposing the scam artists and fraudsters out there to make sure you get the most out of the pound in your pocket. And this week, we've come to London's glittering West End, where, in this Jubilee and Olympic year, the eyes of the world are watching. In the past, Britain was known as the sick man of Europe, but recent surveys show that calling in sick can cost £1,000 per worker per year. But I want to know what this crafty lot do to fob off the boss. Only 6 men have officially stepped into the cinematic patent dress shoes of Ian Fleming's Gentleman Spy, and 2012 sees the release of Skyfall, the 23rd instalment in 007's world-saving girl-bedding, wise-cracking, seemingly unstoppable franchise. Well, there's a little food for thought from mon ami français Christophe. But rule number 1, a British gentleman should always get a good night's sleep before a big day. Now, this is the part of the show where we like to discover a different side of London life. And today, we're talking about street magic. Now, you might just think that anybody can do a card trick or make a hanky vanish. But the street conjurers that accost you aren't just there at random. They're part of a clandestine brotherhood that meet in secret shops far below the city, and today I'll be joining them. Have you ever told the boss, now the cat's sick, or, you know, I've got to take the dog to the vet, that kind of thing?
Yeah, probably. Stretched the truth a couple of times, I think, yeah.
And did they find out in the end?
No, I'm still employed.
Well, there you go, provided you've got your job in your
Your
hand.
last day today.
Leaving drinks, an official hangover. But I want to know if all that glistens is really gold. So today, I'm going to be raking through the street memorabilia and all the merchandise on offer to find out who's flying the flag and who's being downright unsporting about it all. But now, come with me. We're in London's Chinatown, whereby we've got the rudest restaurant in the world, Wong Ki Lee's, where one wrong word can have the chef reaching for the sharpened steel. Let's go and get shouted at. Any of you called in sick recently?
No, actually.
No, but you have done in the past?
No.
You've never called in sick?
No. I've done it for school, if that counts.
You've done it for school, okay. And what kind of excuses have you given?
Just, you know, like stomach bug. Headache is a good one because there's no evidence.
He's fit enough, certainly.
He is.
Yeah. Now, about Pierce Brosnan, I love Brosnan as Bond. I thought he brought the breast of Roger Moore and then Sean Connery the role. But what I would say is I thought he was too old, but if they're going back to Casino Royale, back to Bond's roots, they can't have an established actor in the role, can they?
Well, no, exactly. So there had to be a change. I think it was ready for a change. I think Pierce Brosnan, I think it started well. I thought GoldenEye was great, but then it did become a bit more Roger Moore like.
What's the best excuse you've ever given for calling in sick?
My car's stranded on the M1.
Your car, was it really stranded on the M1?
No.
Where was it stranded at all?
Outside us.
outside her house, okay.
Do you know which famous television presenter once played Bond in the kind of original, it was the radio versions of the books, and he was Bond? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think, if to paraphrase, he would have said, I'll have an M and a Q, please, Bob. Bob Holness in the South African radio adaptation of Moonraker in 1956, I think.
I'm very impressed.